Hello, my dear delightful demons and mischievous mortals. As you can probably tell by the background, y'all know what I'm going to be talking about today. We're discussing Helldivers and the mandatory requirement to link your PSN accounts. So, I was one of those fools who somehow didn't notice it was going to be a requirement. Now, I have a PSN account already made. I've had one since PS3. My account has been hacked on more than one occasion, not through issues with Sony. I've never really given away my own information related to my PlayStation Network account. My password for it has never been the same as passwords related to anything. I sort of have it like a specific email just for Sony stuff, mostly for game stuff, but I have like a separate one from that from Sony stuff as well, like email wise, because I know Sony tends to get hacked a lot. And as someone who's suffered from the effects of a data breach, and having like someone steal money from my bank account in the past, and from having my account hacked from a data breach, I'm a little reluctant to want to link my PSN account. Now, I know there are some people saying it's not a big deal. It's a free account. Doesn't take that long to make, you know. Yeah, I can understand their side of things. I can. I sit in the middle of this because I understand those who are saying it's so silly to be up in arms, make such a big deal about it. But I also understand the people who are making a big deal about it. Because I've been there on the receiving end of like things going wrong in a data breach. So, um, those also saying it's on the front page are correct. It is listed on the front page, but let's scroll. Let me show you something here. So we're gonna scroll down to what most people see when they buy a game. A lot of people will go to just like if they're already interested in the game and this game has been hyped up. Most people only go about so far to see what edition they're gonna, get. They're either gonna buy, like the base edition, or they're gonna get the Super Citizens bundle, and then they'll click like maybe the bundle info. Takes you to here, that kind of thing. Nowhere on the bundle info does it, show, the whole needing an additional account kind of thing. The only notice up to this point is the notice this game only supports Japanese interface voice for customers in Japan. The warning that they're talking about is right here. It's on the right side, sandwiched between incorporates third-party DRM to protect game guard, requires third-party accounts, supports linking to Steam account, requires agreement to a third-party URL. Most people probably don't think to look on this side of things because that's, unless they're trying to see who the developer is, they're going to scroll right past it. I didn't notice it because I tend not to really care about, what's on this side, because the first thing I see is like, friend related information. Oh yeah, it's online, whatever. Don't care that much about this information. Where my eyes usually get drawn to are in the middle. Now, this is a recent update posted May 2nd, so yesterday. This wasn't here yesterday. But this has been here since the beginning. This part right here. So let's scroll down to see if it mentions it in the middle at all, because this is where a lot of people's eyes, when they do read the whole thing, get drawn. It gets drawn down here. If you're looking for like the discussions, the update history, you might get drawn here. A lot of people don't think to click the news kind of thing, but nowhere in the middle does it really say anything about it requiring the linking of the account, except for on that side. It talks about the loadouts, the Valuable requisition to use it to get rewards, become a legend, you know. The bottom has a mature content description of, you know, people being blown up, gore from killing the aliens and robots and stuff. Fair enough. But let's look at another game real quick. Final Fantasy 14. Now, this is an MMO. It's not. It's technically a live service-ish, but you know, it's an MMO. If you notice, includes 30-day free subscription period for all newly created service accounts. User registration and service subscription are required to play the game. Boom, right there. Big, bold red, well, orangey red colors where everyone can see it. Right where everyone can see it, front and center, takes 2 sentences, you know what to expect. It's not relegated off to the side where no one's really going to be paying attention. It's right there, front and center, as it should be. Let's look at a free-to-play one. Star Wars, The Old Republic. Now, this one doesn't require a subscription, but, so this one, there's no notice. Does have the, you know, requires agreement to a third-party EULA. About this game, create your legacy, grow and world awaits. 8 unique stories, 16 combat styles. System requirements, now, I already know where it is. It is Internet connection, Star Wars The Old Republic Steam account, acceptance of EA user agreement, and end user access and license agreement. Required to play. So I frankly think this should be also up in the red and bold and all that, but it's down here. It's where people will notice it. If they read far enough down, it's like right in the middle. It's not off to the side. Required to play, you must link your Swordtar and Steam accounts to play. EA will share your account and individual game and play records with Steam to validate your purchase refund request. Access to software and content is limited to one Swordtar and one Steam account and is non-transferable. You get the point. It's in the middle. It's where people will notice it a little bit. I do kind of hate that it's in like the, you know, the fine print gray. But it's in the middle where people are more likely to look. So, I know that's just 2 games. Other games tend to have, like, the subscription fee, like noticed right here, like, Mortal Online. Mortal Online is free. Requires a subscription to play. Initial purchase includes subscription time. Does not feature microtransaction in a game shop. Okay, it doesn't talk anything about, like, needing a secondary account. But I think this is one of those where you probably don't need one. I might be a little wrong there. But still, the notices of things that are required to play are right there front and center, you know? It's not hidden off to the side. If you need a specific thing to do, it's right here. And of course, you know, for a subscription, you probably are going to have to register an account or something. It's not hidden off on some bullshit, you know, such as in the corner. Now, personally, as I said, I can understand those not wanting to link their PSN accounts. Plus, there's also another issue. This game is sold in some countries, from what I heard, where PlayStation Network is not available. And PlayStation accounts are region locked. Apparently, allegedly, a Chinese player tried to register a PSN account and they got banned. I'm not sure how true that is. But it's going to be a pretty shitty thing if it's true, where if you're in a country where you don't have a PSN account, it's going to require it anyway. I don't know if that's true. And it's going to lock you out. I'm sorry. That sucks. That's shitty thing to do. And they shouldn't be selling the game in that country if if they're not going to have the means to keep your account from getting locked, thus making it unplayable if you're not going to be able to, do the thing that it needs you to do to make the game playable. Now, for some, it's not that big a deal. And like I said, I already have a PSN account. I'll probably eventually end up linking it. I don't want to, but I don't want to lose access to the game. But I can understand those on both sides, Yeah, there are some people getting a little too vitriolic. I'm not sure if that's a word. A little too aggressive, a little too raw about it. But at the same time, I can understand why. And I can also understand the people who are just getting annoyed by, it's not that big a deal. It's a free account. It doesn't take that long to make, and not being aware of, like, the deeper issues of Sony being hacked regularly, semi-regularly, supposedly, having regular data breaches. I think the last one was last year in October, so not too long ago. It's about like 6-7 months, I think. Let's see, October, November, December, January, March, February, March, April. So about 7 months ago. So not too recent, but recent enough to be, an issue. Still, there is a way they could have done this better. See, where they shot themselves in the foot is they showed that the game also kind of didn't need the PSN to work. Sony shot themselves in the foot by having the game, and I'm not trying to say they shouldn't have launched the game. I'm not trying to say people shouldn't, or excuse me, that they should not have had the game out and released and playable. I appreciate the past 3 months that I've had with the game. I've had a ton of fun playing the game. I love the game, and I don't want to talk bad about it. I really, really don't. It is a fun game. It has a fun loop. A lot of it's a live service done well, and I hate to see it fail because of this issue personally. And how they could have done it better is, first, had also, on top of everything, do what like certain games like Dark Souls do for their news. They'll have like a little pop-up. In fact, they do have some pop-ups in Helldivers too. They could have popped up and been like, as soon as, like, if you're first time booting up, be like, hey, eventually you're going to need to use a PSN account for this. However, there's some things preventing us from enacting this feature. So we're not going to require it until it's fixed. Right in the game, not relegated off to the side. I know some people are going to have said, oh, it's in the EULA too, and the TOS. Let's not pretend people actually read those things. Most people read those things. Some of us do. I didn't think to. I'm a little too trusting. I know that is on me. I acknowledge that on me. But let's not pretend people actually read the EULA when they agree to it. Let's not act surprised people did not read the EULA. Yes, it is on them. It is on me because, again, I was caught unaware too. I'm not going to deny I was caught unaware. But let's not pretend. Let's just not. Okay? But here's how they could have done it. They could have said, hey, you know what? Game runs fine without the integration. Has done so for 3 months now. Let's make it an optional thing instead. And on top of that, to encourage players to link their Sony accounts or make a Sony account, let's give them a little something extra. And I'm not saying we're trying to say we're entitled to something extra. Just other games that have done this as well, to encourage people to link their accounts, their Twitch, their PlayStation Network, their Xbox Game Pass, whatever. we're gonna give you a flashy cape, maybe. Let's make it a full set of armor, maybe themed in Sony PlayStation colors. The cape will have like the PlayStation symbol on it or something worked in. You know, just a some little something extra to encourage people to link their accounts, because I'll be honest, bitches love cosmetics. we gamers love cosmetics. And they probably would have hooked a few people to take those extra moments to sign up for a PlayStation account just for a cosmetic thing. Yeah, it's slightly predatory, I know, but that's a whole other issue. All I'm saying is they could have done this better. They could have implemented it better. They could have done more to inform people, and I understand those who are upset. So whether you choose not to continue on with Helldivers, or if you do, I hope you all enjoy the game, have enjoyed the game up until this point. And if you do continue with it, I hope you continue to enjoy the game. Like I don't want to see the game fail. I hate to see a game like this that is so good catch flag, but it is, rightfully so. Anyway, I'm terrible at ending videos, so I apologize for the additional little ramble there. I hope everyone has a lovely rest of their day, or whatever time it is for them. I hope it's been a lovely day. And I'll see you next time I take time to make a silly little video like this that isn't me just posting stuff from my Twitch streams. By the way, if you want to catch one of my streams, check me out at twitch.tv/Runa_Runas. And I will see you all next time.